Hi there, everyone. It's Minol D, and I'm going to talk about a very deep, dark psychological factor. All right, now most of us think that life has a purpose. All right, or we would like to think that it has a purpose, and we actually think it needs to make sense. It needs to have a purpose like that. I mean, we grew up raised and taught that life has to have a meaning and purpose to be even call it life. There's a reason for everything. Because why do we even exist without a reason? What is the meaning of existence itself? And is life and existence a tangible, understandable thing, or is it just some sort of an absurd fantasy? All right, so let's find out. Right now, most of the philosophical isms that you may have heard attempted to make some sort of sense out of life and the world that we live in, who we are, why, what, when, and so on and so forth. Now, there's just one ism that actually rejects everything. It actually wastes no time in explaining because it simply rejects everything. Right now, it's called the absurdism. Now, according to absurdism, to answer the question, what is the meaning of life? Absurdism says, well, there's no meaning, no point, so no worries. Life is meaningless and existence is simply pointless. Now, absurdism is based on the works of a Danish philosopher by the name of Soren Kierkegaard. Now, he says, as the reality of God is beyond the human comprehension or the understanding, it is absurd for human to have faith in God. All right. Now, in the 20th century, most of the philosophers removed this concept of God from the equation entirely, and choosing to make meaning or meaningless is entirely a human issue. Now, Albert Camus uh, took it a little further to a new level, I would say. Now, he said that as life is meaningless, we can have two responses. We can end it all or find our own meaning. It doesn't matter. All right. Now, as uh, he once said, rather, a man can keep transferring beans from one pan to another pan all your life. All right. Or simply jump off a bridge and end it all. It's the same thing. So it doesn't really matter. Now, to him, what is even more absurd than existence itself is the nature that humans are endlessly, or the notion of the humans that endlessly seeks out a meaning in life. All right, now they're seeking out external, physical, tangible things to exist. So that is what's even more absurd than the existence itself. I mean, we all have gone through this, all right? Especially when you hit 30 or 35, you even less than that, I would say. You start wondering, what is the purpose of this life? What is the purpose of this existence? You wake up, get ready, you go to work and come back home, you have your dinner, you sleep, and then again you wake up. The cycle goes on and on. But what is the actual meaning behind it? You know, have you really thought about it? Have you found a reason? Have you found out why you actually exist in this world? I mean, for example, I have always thought that um, absurdism, the notion that nothing has a meaning, is a very, very liberating thing. I mean, it is just my personal opinion. I'm not really too sure what you all think, but you all are very welcome to put your comments and let me know what your all opinions are in this. So I mean, what I'm trying to say is that, I mean, we all go through this. Maybe we do not realize that it is absurdism, but come to think of it, life is absolutely, what can I say, absurd, because you do the same thing over and over again, but you do not find a meaning. All right, is this the real reason? I mean, you have not put an application and said, well, I'm ready to be born. All right, you're just put in this world, and you are given this name by, people who you do not know, and you're given a birth certificate as well. And when you go from this world, when you die, you're given a death certificate again to another person on behalf of you. So what do you really have? All right, but the struggle that you go through from your birth to death, does it really have a meaning? All right, so think about it. So that is just my opinion on absurdism. And yep, like I said, I would love to hear from you. And please put your comments down, and let's take it further. So in my next episode, I'm going to be talking about how we deal with certain situations in our day-to-day life, and how that relates to absurdism. So till next time, this is Minol D,